The video I uploaded yesterday, a proposal, putting it out there. It's a type of Enochian magic, summoning invocation that I don't believe anyone has revealed before, but it is legit. It is so legit. And we're piecing it together. I like to get some feedback. I got the order of operations, the, double circle, the candles, red, black, and white, and what's the Enochian is to be spoken. What I'm got to work on is the watchtower, angels. Well, actually, the 3 times, what was it, 4? Anyway, the 3 or 4 times that my HGA had me do this, what I'm calling the Enochians, Tize, Saze, Triad communion summoning. Now, the part that the human, the practitioner who's conducting this particular rite, ritual, it's not that they summon themselves, it's like an establishment declaration, I'm going to, that's one part, the part that the human, before the angelic evocation is done and the demon invocation is done. First was the human. The human goes first. Light the black candle. Too close. Light the black candle. It could be. Let's see here. It will have like a establishment declaration, and that's just a crude way of saying, basically, I am of the middle pillar. I am of the substance of God. This is kind of along those lines. Okay, and that's the first part. And the second part is a offering. It's like a summoning. Okay, imagine like a Zoom call between 3 managers. You got the regular guy, and then you got the wicked bitch over here, and you got the fucking very, very highfalutin fucking, high frequency, whoever over here. So you got the human, the demon, and the angel. So they you insert yourself into the Zoom conference call, Skype or whatever, Then you bring them in. You start it. And you throw them the link or whatever. You bring them in. This parallels really closely with the technology that we're using today. So in this Triad communion summoning, it's kind of like that. You put your double circles down. You do your source meditation, the classic, and then you light your candle, and you put yourself into the Zoom call. Then you bring the other 2 managers in for the powwow. And the powwow is all about energy. This isn't so much, which it could be. I'm not going to put limitations. On what is done, in the interaction. Because that's usually kind of guided by potent forces that we know are there and here and right around us right now. But they dictate a lot of that. But the point, this is about, HGA said balancing. Balancing was a key word in this. It has to do with the balancing of the energy here in this pillar. or the incarnate witch that's doing this particular ritual, balancing. This seems to be a balancing and a adjustment of energy, or the generation energy. Okay, follow me. Follow this train of thought. The vast majority of inculcation in the books I publish have to do with manipulating moving energy and overcoming obstacles to awareness, and basically adjusting and improving one's own energetic totality. That being said, this is more about balancing and working on the rehicule nole, the generation energy that comes to us and intercepts our energy consciousness on the 7 densities that our awareness is spread across. And this is about working on the other emanation. Wow. This is it's crazy. That's crazy. That is flipping crazy. So this is about bringing in 2 other managers, angel, demon, the right and the left pillar, the high octave pillar and the low octave pillar, and affecting the generation energy, the rehicule nole that's coming to the middle pillar. So you have the rehicule nole coming to intercept with your energy consciousness and everyone else's energy consciousness, but we're talking about our own, POV, incarnate insertion, avatar point of view. So you got this generation energy coming in, which comes into all 3 pillars, but the point being, this is about direct effective balancing the rehicule nole. This is a new development. This is breaking news. People, this is Occult, Channel 7 right here, baby. Breaking news. We got a developing story. We got people on the ground, and, well, apparently it's coming across the wire that we got heavy-duty Enochian freaking communion summoning that's about balancing the freaking rehicule nole. Wow. Yeah, our sources are confirming that that's exactly what this is about. Well, you're seeing it happen live. It's playing out live on your TV at home, kids. Stay tuned to Occult 7 News for the latest updates on this continuing developing story. So the portion spoken by the ritualist, establishment declaration, and the starting up the Zoom call before you bring in the other 2 managers. This is I do know in a general sense, because a few years, not too many years ago, I was given a personal personal evocation. Okay, so I think there's 2 of them. They're still in my files. It has to do with putting your energy out. So instead of you just like you summon the evocation, you summon, bring to, connect, correspond across the pillars, either demon or angel. This is similar to that, except you are not calling something in. You are putting yours out. You're extending. So this is like a whole new type of category. This is this is self evocation. This is an evocation of your own. You're summoning yourself forward, out, extending, evoking. And then you bring in the other two managers on the Zoom. The woo call. We'll call it the woo. Yeah, we get on them woo calls. Like Zoom or Skype. Me and a demon and an angel, just making some big moves out here on the field, Blue 42, blue 42. Ha. Okay, so HGA has just pointed me in the direction. So you got the 42 great powers. They make up the Triad of Meta. Well, they're reflected or symbolized in the Triad of Meta. It's part of the Triad of Meta. So the process of the Triad of Meta principally includes the 42 great powers. There's something to do with the 42 great powers. I know that the Reticulae Noli, of course, is comprised of the first fundamental force and the third and the fourth. So this is going to involve. It's going to involve. Oh shit! Next level. Okay, so you do summoning of yourself, evoking yourself into this communion. You summon in angel demon. You put the sigil down. And then you do a balancing inculcation that works upon the Reticulae Noli, the dual polarities, the nihilihe and the relativae of the Reticulae Noli, and incorporates key specific powers of the 42 great powers. Of course, the sigils can be for, there's not just one specific. Of course, it's wow. This story is just continuing to break here at Occult Channel 7. News for the witches, not for the bitches. We're skipping the commercial breaks. We're going to cape right on this story. It's developing. Stay glued to the freaking screen, people. Well. When I was a little boy, I always wanted to grow up to understand deeply and clearly to the point where the knowledge just about killed me. But I was put in a place where I could just disassemble this whole fucking world like a cheap plastic toy. Oh, children, you know how they are. Sweet and innocent. Well, I can't say that about myself, but I heard that it's often true. What do you think about that? What do you think about that, kids? Like this guy's in a fucking pay-as-you-go apartment. Got his hodgepodge fucking recording studio on the fucking kitchen counter. This dude practices the occult. Oh my God. He's wearing a fucking work t-shirt and work pants. Why isn't he wearing the cool shit? I mean, doesn't he have any black satin? Or maybe a pimp hat? I left my pimp hat in the car. I'm sorry. I know. Can't remember everything. My. So, when you know the corresponding demon and angel, whether they're the angels of the Watchtower or separate station, not of the Watchtower legions, we're not getting into that right now. And the demon will correspond with that angel. We'll get to this. I will be providing names. I have it on good authority that I can do that. So, everybody chill. Everybody chill. They ain't gonna be coming after you. In fact, if you perform this Triad communion, they're not coming after you. They don't want nothing to do with you. Leave that one alone. You never know who's sitting next to you. You'll never know who's sitting next to you. After all I said, please don't forget. Watch it. This, so it starts out, as I said in the previous video, you have an angel, let's say, of the southern watchtower. You will have a demon of the corresponding domain that corresponds to the south. Gite no zino na ereti. Uve seisie. Uve seisie. So you have a corresponding. And there is, I'm got to look into the, I got a good friend named Dave out of Louisville. Been practicing a couple for years. Good fucking dude. He showed me some corresponding demon angel matchup pairings. And I was like, that's pretty fucking badass, Dave. And he, if I remember correctly, a couple of years ago, he said something along the lines like, yeah, it is. You really got to look into this. You really do. Maybe not now, but later, you really got to look into this. Well, wasn't my buddy Dave just a touch clairvoyant? I only drove like 4 hours to powwow. Now we went looking for prostitutes. Oh, good times. We found some that there were little discount prostitutes, you know. He was all hopped up, But we passed on it. Prices were low, super low. And sometimes when prostitutes' prices is so low, it kind of makes you second guess. You're like, wait a second. How much did you say? 20 bucks? Well, shit, the wine coolers I just gave you cost more than that. And then they break it down. Well, maybe they got a little touch of this, a little touch of that. And, you need to wear a full rubber head-to-toe suit. But, hey, there's still some good left in it. You tend to doubt it. I mean, that's just me. I tend to doubt that shit. And the thing is, it's sad when the prices are that low, but what's even sadder is when you decide not to purchase. God, sadness gets deeper, if you can believe it. Luckily, I practice sorcery, and I don't have any compassion, so it's kind of just there sitting on a bench, some super sadness over there. Just walk on by. But it is what it is. So you cast your first circle. You cast your second outer circle, which I'll be providing. It's in the second book. The Flame Grimoire's got it, but I'll post it. Then you do the source meditation, and then you light your candle, the black candle, and you do your establishment declaration and self-summoning forward into the Zoom woo call. And then you light the white candle and you summon the angel. Then you light the red candle and you summon the demon. Then you lay that sigil down and you proceed with the prepared beforehand inculcation, working upon the Rehikile Inole, the generation energy. And the presence and the correspondence of the right and the left, the higher octave pillar, the lower octave pillar, works upon the presence of the Rehikile Inole, the emanation that is beaming right here into the middle pillar, beaming that woo. And you're just gonna tweak that woo a little bit, because tweak the woo, and you get it tweaks you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You follow me? You pick it up when I'm putting it down. I was just gonna test out this dang camera and do a victory lap sitting down on a stool, and it turned into a full-on extension, expansion, commiseration on the video that was uploaded yesterday. Wow. Aren't we blessed? Aren't we blessed, children? We are. We are blessed. And where two or more are gathered by my name, lay it on the woo. Become the true you. Yeah, I like how the Bible says that. It's just all kind of quiet, sitting there. Where two or more gathered in my name, I am with them. I am there. Blah 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 blah, etc. It's just kind of one of those pieces in the Bible. It's like, well, that's nice. That must mean the church can be three people. Well, isn't that special? We can have church in a Pinto, or the back of a Ford truck, or down the cave where me and my sisters used to. Well, never mind. But turns out it's scriptures of a books that were inspired in that correspondence of spirit. But it turned out to be the Bible, and for the most part, it's I can do a big one-up on that. I can do a big one-up on that with a MacGyver-rigged microphone, 2 turntables, and a can of Kodiak. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that's all I need, but, it's a start. So the sigil will be two-dimensional representation of the inculcation that is done during this Woo Zoom conference call. Oh, my boo. Poor boo. I hope she gets over that cough. Maybe. Ha. Now, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm not going to edit it too much because I like looking at myself on camera. Vanity of vanities. All is vanity, and I ain't brushed my hair tonight. Look at that. Look at that. Like that dude from The Doors. Except I have a better nose. Look at that. Look at the profile of that nose. God, I could pass off. I could be a Zionist in disguise. Oh yeah, total Zionist. Yeah. Hell Israel. See how Israel. What? See how? I meant Torah Borealis. I don't know. And once the sigil is put down and the inculcation is done, then gratitude, namaste to the angel, namaste to the demon, and a nice dose of see you on the other side, motherfuckers. And then you wrap it up, and you banish the 2 circles. And then you pack up your bag, and you get on your moped, and you go back to your aunt's house where you got a room in the basement, and an old Nintendo that still works sometimes. I'm just kidding. I tossed my whole family in the trash long ago. I was just holding you back. Get rid of them. Send them a nice card and say, hey, it's been real. It's been fun. But it ain't been real fun. I'll type up a updated set of instructions for this Triad communion. That's the title I'm going with. Triad communion. I might put a summoning, maybe, but I think Triad communion, balancing Rehiki Le'inole. I think that'll do just fine. That'll do just fine. All right, everybody. Feedback. Before I go, feedback. I'm gonna upload this. I'm gonna post it a few places. I'd like to get some feedback. I'm gonna put my email in the description. Okay. Hit me up on Messenger or some shit. Feedback, people. Because there's a few of you out there listening to this that are going to have a piece of information that could really, just help the woo along. And isn't it the least you can do to help the woo along? Ask yourself. All right, people. Have a great day and namaste.